the little treat you deserve.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world.
What's good, peeps? We're here for another video. Of course, it's actually a live interview with the man, the myth, the legend, Rayden himself, brought from the dead through Forex. Met him a year ago. Rayden, tell us about yourself.
About myself. Okay, so this is our second attempt doing this. I want to put that out there.
Yes.
So I want to continue off where I was talking about. So I'm assuming you guys want to hear the trading part, not my real life part. So like
Everything is important.
everything's important. I'll start off with the where I began, kind of trading type of scenario. So in high school, I forgot how I figured it out, but I'm assuming YouTube videos. Can't remember, but I got very hooked on it, and I kept on playing around, and I kind of started liking it some more. And further in my high school year, I kept on doing it. In my grade 11 or 12 year, I want to say, I just couldn't get my eyes off the market. Not gonna lie, kept on grinding a little bit. Put like $100 in. We lost that money. We lost like $5, I want to say, total. But overall, with the trading in high school part, got very hooked into it, and I started believing that maybe getting a normal job is not the way to go, and going through this trading route and try to be an entrepreneur might be the route. So I gave it a shot, and here I am now, and making profit of a decentable living, I would say, and I am rich in time and freedom. The most valuable part about your life is having rich in time. So that kind of sums up all over me. Just want to be more of an entrepreneur, and my whole family was kind of entrepreneurs, so kind of try to reach out for that.
Say less, bet. I mean, with that was a great intro. Told really the bare basics. On top of that, what's good, Nathan Ride Home 814.
Oh my god, that's my homie, bro.
Yep. He's in the chat. Anyway,
What is he saying? Is he
she just said
crazy?
Mr. Ogama.
Yeah, that's my last name.
Oh, bet. I probably should have added that in Raider Ogama. But
He actually said it correctly. Everybody messes up my last name.
oh real. How do they usually
Yes.
say it? Do they say Ogma or do they say Ojima?
Ogima.
How do they?
Oh, yeah, like that, or Ogima. It's pronounced Ogama.
Okay.
Translated in English to chief. Fun fact.
Okay. Ain't too shabby, not too bad. With that being the case, then you seem like you're chief in trading right now. You've been in it for 5 years. You're progressing through and through. You've already told us, what first pulled you into trading. But what did you think it would
Yes.
just be back then when you first got into trading?
Yeah, like a weird phase in my life, to be honest. Like trading for me, it was like a weird phase. I didn't believe it. I put it under the category of drop shipping and all that stupid stuff. Never believed in it until I gave it a shot. Did some, let's say, prop firms and got funded. Actually, Isaac was there for that.
Mm-hmm.
He seen me get funded and all that. Uh, the first way I got funded was actually a kind of a cheat way, if you remember that. That kind of just passed me randomly. But other than that, I got funded and I just kept going. I got funded with more accounts, and it just there I was. And if that makes sense, I kind of just fell in love with it, and I knew it was real when I first got my payout. And I was like, well, this can actually turn into a real thing, and I just kept going.
Beautiful. I do remember it. What's that thing called? You know what the funded I don't
Oh,
know if we should give them some praise or do we even say their name. But you know that
we're not going to say their name because they're still up and going, and we should not promote those guys because guys are scammers.
the actual
But
wait, they're still going?
but
What?
they are still going to this day. But if you are into the trading space, no prop firms, this company, I don't want to say a company, but this prop firm went down for a whole month or two straight, took my account away with 5 grand in earnings, ran away with
Ruthless.
it.
Ruthless.
I can't say the name because I don't want to promote them.
Yeah. But it was some name, I don't
But
know.
if you're in the prop firm scene, you will know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well anyway, getting to it, how long did it take before you realized this wasn't easy money?
Oh my god. I still to this day, I don't think this is easy money. It's a lot of stress on you. You don't expect the stress, but there's so much stress on you that you're kind of like when you start getting into it and starting with real money, the stress is there. It's crazy stress. But I don't know. That's kind of really all I can say about that. It's just a lot of stress.
Hmm. Okay, well, with this being the case, what was the first loss that actually, like, just relating to this, what was the first loss that actually hurt you? Not financially, just mentally.
Mentally, I think it was about passing a like a challenge. Passing challenge almost got funded. I lost, I think, once or twice. I was like, okay, that's okay. You can always bounce back. I kept on losing. I lost it until I lost my account, and that made me sad, man. That was like a very hard on me. It's like, oh god, I'm almost there to get to my second stage of this prop firm. Next thing you know, you lose, you lose, you lose. You think you're the shit. In reality, you're not the shit, and you lose fucking 5 to 6 times. And don't even get me started double trading in one single day. Just plummets all your hard work in the past month, just gone like that. So like more of it's more trades. So I took more trades in the month and multiple trades. But in reality, it was a big trade that I lost. I would like to say.
Hmm. I mean, that did sound painful, and that would hurt anyone if they were in your position as well. Um,
Oh, it was painful, man. I was almost there.
God damn. I mean, at that point, was that at your lowest point? What made you question whether trading was even for you?
Question. There's a couple of times I think you were there for that, but there's a couple of times that like I got one payout, lost the account. I'm like, is this even worth it? And I remember being like having no money too at some point. I was like, holy shit, this is like a live or die situation for finance. And I'm like, I need to get this trade. Next thing you know, boom, I lost it all. And I was like, oh no, can't pay my insurance, can't pay my phone bill. You realize that was like a down time. It sucked. It sucked. I remember actually, what I guess it'll be both of our mentors. I guess more Nazis than anything. What was his name again? I forgot.
Jones.
uh, Jonas. I actually looked at this message actually a couple days ago, begging money from him. that was a down bad moment. I asked, "Can I borrow some money?" That was a very down moment, and I realized, is this even worth it? Is it even worth this risk or any type of scenario of me down here asking money from some guy that I barely know and he's my mentor? I definitely ruined that bridge. I am confident, I think, but
Wait, so is
that
that
was
what
like my
happened like a
lowest
while
moment.
back?
Yes, that's what happened exactly. I I asked for some money, and that was my lowest moment. And I asked if I could borrow some money for get another funded account, and didn't respond. He ignored me like
Ooh.
a normal man should do. But that was my lowest.
I will say you're brave for it, because I was always thinking like, you know what? If I was up, I would like to help people out as well. But at the same time, he doesn't know us, and it's not the right thing to do. So I completely understand why he did what he did, and
Yes.
why you did what you did. I understand both sides. Okay.
Yeah, I was down bad, man. I was in the gutters.
Ugh.
That was my lowest of lows.
Well, hey, I mean, such is life,
Now
man.
here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Exactly. Well, a year from now, probably. I think, or probably less than a year.
Yeah,
No, a year from now, because it's the end of 2025
definitely a
now.
year.
Okay,
Oh
with
yeah,
this
and
then,
keep in mind everybody as well. I became profitable pretty recently. Like I want to say recently, but decent amount. I finally picked it up after like 5 to 6 years.
you know what? We
It
will
takes
get to that.
long.
We will get to that. We will get to that. Because this is where everyone, we want
Sounds
to
good.
hold it a bit more. Because obviously, I have a lot to say about what the shift was and, like, the moments and things changed. But just before we get
Yes.
to that, this is where obviously I want to talk a bit more about the section where the struggle where most people quit at. In terms of what did your losing phases actually look like in terms of weeks, months, years, like how you relating
I
back
want to say
to
that
you weren't profitable for 4 years, or was it more so there was like winning times and there was losing times and the losings were bigger, like just more so explaining around that.
yes. I want to say, let's say, like the first turn of my years started, I was failing. I'm in high school, so it doesn't really matter for finance reasons. But after getting out of high school and trying to fully take onto it with no job, uh, I really put everything to the fucking metal here and tried everything. Uh, I don't know how that went, but the loss would go for months. I think it would go for months after you
Oof.
get like a nice winning streak for a week. You're like, oh yeah, I got this. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. The week after, we got absolutely dominated and back to the negatives. Don't keep in mind we're still in the negatives, but I was like, oh, a little bit profit. We're getting close.
Yeah.
Back where we started. Probably worse actually.
Okay. Well, in terms of this, then, what mistakes kept repeating, even when you knew better, when you were in that period?
Oh, okay. So for new traders, this is a very common one. Double trading in a day was a big issue. Actually, I'd done that a couple of weeks ago, even for my live account. But so yeah, a big mistake was double trading in a day, making two trades in a day. Terrible thing to do. Other stuff as well is probably being too focused on certain things like indicators. I'm very against indicators myself, but I was very focused on when I was starting. I was very focused on indicators and thinking that was the only way to win. But from now, what I have learned, indicators is not it. But I was very focused on that. Uh, there's some stuff I was focused on the let's say like the strategies of how candles move and how certain candles look. I was very focused on that. Big mistake I ever took in my life, thinking that a little candle that looks like a hammer means it's going to go all the way up. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means pressures on that candle and showing how much people are in the market fighting for if it's going to go up or down. Still, looking at a certain candle is not an indicator of it's going to go up for the whole day. It's
Mm,
just pressure on the candle. But that's like the main three things is indicators, looking at candles, let's say slash pattern trading as well is a big thing. And yeah, indicators practically, yeah, and double trading. That'll be
mm.
like my top three.
Okay. In terms of that, what was harder, learning strategy or controlling yourself?
I wanna say I don't want to say strategy. I want to say controlling your emotions and everything is a big one.
Mm,
When you get your emotions down and get that stuff locked down, it's good. You'll still always feel stressed no matter what trading. I personally think there's still that stress no matter what how good you are, unless you have like I don't know like emotions of steel. But we're all humans at the end of the day. You're gonna get stressed, nervous, and everything. But I feel like the emotional part is more weighed than the strategy part. Your strategy can be very good, but if your emotions are not in check, you can double trade or scenarios that get too stressed, pull out too early, and not let your trade ride and trust your strategy. So if your emotions are not unchecked, your strategy won't work if you don't. If you're too nervous about your trade, you're losing $500. Say you're like halfway in your stop loss, and you're like, "Oh no, this might continue," and you get out, and next thing you know, it goes right to your TP. that's based mostly on your emotions, not on your strategy.
Mm.
So it's mostly emotions that should be more worked on than strategy. But get a good strategy as well, though. Don't neglect the strategy, but emotions is the first one you need to get in check. Next, you'll go to your strategy.
Okay, so you're saying more so it's a combination, but the main thing that you would say that
Yes.
you and mostly everyone would struggle with is controlling yourself and your emotions.
Yes, controlling yourself and emotions is the hardest thing that everybody will struggle with.
Mm. Okay, bet.
It's the more weighed than the strategy.
Okay. And off this, the shift. Now we're moving to the shift here. This is like just the goal. When did things start to click, and what specifically changed?
I want to say I was training by myself. It was pretty good. And like I wasn't really progressing anywhere. But when I found mentors and other people that was very interested in what I wanted to do, and surrounded myself around people that want to hustle and grind and get the stuff what they want, was the probably the gateway of switching everything around, with everybody bouncing off ideas with each other and everybody trying to figure out how to make it. And we're all a team together. If you don't work as a team, we're not going to get anywhere. But so you have all these people bouncing off ideas is the best way to, that was like my switch. I personally think people bouncing ideas, me learning from people's strategies, taking stuff from their strategies to put in my strategies. But having a team and people that are really into this, same as me, was probably the switch. After that, I finally really, really locked in and very, very got in control of my emotions and everything.
Hmm. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. In terms of this, what belief about trading had to die for you to improve, to push past?
That it's impossible to do it. Very. That was
Hmm.
like my probably biggest one. If like if you don't believe, that's how I like to think about it. Think about the people on Wall Street. They do this as a full time living, and there's people we're day or at least I'm a day trader. I think Isaac's a scalper, but you got people that are doing high frequency trading. That's higher than day trading. Like those people make money. They risk a lot of money, and my theory is if those guys are making money constantly and making a living, why can't ordinary people like us can't make a living from it just because social media is telling us not to? But you got some social media people promoting day trading like it's the most easiest thing in your life, but it's not. You got to realize it's harder than you think, and if you really want to, you'll put in the work.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, perfect. Was it one big breakthrough, or was it a series of small realizations, like you said before?
I think it was kind of a big breakthrough. I want to say
Hmm.
maybe the small. I want to say small to a very big one because of that one
Big belief that you
that
had?
one firm that went under, and I got lucky with that weird thing, and it just like opened my mind. I was like, I can actually do it. Got a payout, like
Mm-hmm.
almost got a payout. After that, I started actually believing you can actually do it. And the other firms I did with the 5%ers, uh, it's called funding pips and that, actually getting payouts. And I was like, that opened my eyes. That was a big opener. And it's like, yeah, I can do it now. It was like small from the company that shut down. After
Hmm.
that, the other accounts I did and actually getting funded and getting paid out was a big one. That just drove me right to it. The drive
Hmm.
was there and I wanted to get it.
Damn, okay. And what did you stop doing that most traders refuse to stop doing?
Like a excuse?
Is that excuse to answer? Because so you're saying making
Like,
excuses?
yeah, like making excuses to day trade like anything like it's impossible. You can't do it or anything or like
Hmm.
you gotta put your work. You gotta put the work in.
Okay, bad. Okay, now in terms of this, what does a good trading day look like for you now?
Good trading day. Let's say it depends. I think getting on that chart and looking for your trade is the best thing you can do. Even if you don't make a trade or do make a trade, at least you're on that thing every single day. or for me, I'm not really on there every single day because I like to take a break from the markets and relax a little bit. But getting on there when you want to trade and you're ready to trade, best way is just to open the chart. Even if you don't make a trade or make a trade, or even a losing trade, you still learn from your mistakes. As long as you're on there and learning constantly, is the best way to do it.
Mm. What rules do you follow even when you're tempted to break them?
Rules. Uh, don't.
You're like,
I can't. I
what
can't.
rules?
Uh, what rules? But no, I did break a rule the last 2 weeks. I would say. Um,
Okay.
but like the main rule for me is probably going on there and trusting your strategy and let the strategy do all the work
Mm.
is like a number one rule. If you get in there, let the strategy do all the work. Don't let your emotions. It's a big rule. So like I don't know how to explain this rule. If you're in a trade, hands off, everything, get away from the computer. Trust in yourself and the strategy.
Mm.
That's the number one rule, I guess. Trust your strategy.
Okay, bad. And obviously, with this, what's one thing you do that feels boring but makes you money?
Watching this chart, watching the chart every single day is boring. When you can't make a trade, it's very boring, and
Mm.
you're just watching it. Or even if you miss a trade, it goes very boring. But it's mostly watching the charts, waiting for your trade, because most of it is just patience and looking for your strategy. It's boring, but it makes you money though.
Mm. Nice quote right there. It's
Yes.
boring, but it makes you money. Um, okay.
Yeah.
Going to this then. What's overrated in trading that people obsess over too much?
ICT.
ICT.
Overrated
Oh,
as
shots
hell.
fired. Anthony Sanchez.
I am okay, listen. I know you had Anthony Sanchez on the channel, but I'm a very against the ICT strategies. I met two people. Well, I met Anthony a little while ago, but I don't know how long ago. But this other guy, I don't know. I'm not gonna say his name, but he does trade the bullet strategy with the ICTs. But I am very against it.
Mm. Okay, fair enough.
I think it's too overrated. Look at the guy's history.
Mm. Well, I will say this. Um, so with this, it shows more so that first of all, before I go any further, do I support
Yep.
or deny ICT's concepts? I don't really care. That's not really a strategy that I use personally. But if it's helping someone else, I'm cool with it. And this just shows that practically any or different types of strategies work in the market. It just depends on what works for you. Would you agree with that, or what would you say?
Yes, I do agree. If the ICT strategy does work for you, do it. I'm just very against it because I have my own strategy. But if the ICT strategy works for you and it's been working for a couple of months and there is proof in the pudding, I say go for it.
Okay, bet. And what's
But I do hate ICT. I'll make that clear. I hate the guy himself. I don't know about his strategies.
mm, the guy's funny, He's anyway. Okay, next question. What's underrated, right? That actually moved the needle for you?
Like an underrated move, I guess.
Yeah. What would you say that is something that you wouldn't think was a big deal to know or learn, but that one thing kind of helped you?
Oh, liquidation. Liquidation's a very big one. In trading liquidations practically some people forget about it with the FVGs. I don't know. That's an ICT type of thing, but
I was about to say, what the
uh,
fuck is FVG? I don't even know what the fuck. Oh wait, no, I do. Okay, I see.
fair value.
Yeah.
That's an
Okay.
ICT thing, but liquidation is what is should be very focused on. It moves the market, so that's a very underlining thing. I think people should focus on because some people get focused on the fair value gaps and if you're very new, support and resistance. Should ignore that completely.
Hmm.
Been there, done that.
Okay. In terms of this, right, the mindset under pressure, how do you handle a losing streak without spiraling into doom?
So I have lost, I think, 6 grand and a losing streak to be as as like blunt as possible.
Mm.
And I just didn't really think about it. I just kind of kept going, thinking, yeah, I can do this. I can make it back. And I ended up making it back and made in profit as well after.
Well,
And it's very stressful, don't get me wrong. It makes you really rethink everything. But the part is trust your strategy and do not be stressful and do not switch up on your strategy or there will be consequences to it. I honestly think unless your strategy hasn't been working for like let's say 6 months to a year.
hmm. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, going on to this then. What do you do after a bad trade immediately?
Bad trade. First thing I do, shut down trading view, shut off my computer. Don't think about trading for the next day or two. Usually a day, not 2 days, because I'm on the market the next day.
Mm.
But we're not looking at the charts anytime soon in the next 5 hours to minimize mistakes or over trading.
Mm. Smart. I think that's honestly pretty good because I've heard a lot of people that the best thing to do is literally take a day or two, or even a week off of trading if you in a losing streak or it's a bad trade. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes, definitely. I want to say a losing streak. Like, let's say you took a week losing streak. Definitely take more days off. If it's just a 1 day, just take a day off. But if it's longer, if it's a week, take a couple of days off, or possibly a week to refresh your mind and not be stressed. And when you come back, you're ready to the markets and hopefully you win.
Mm. Okay. Bet. Um, See, honestly, just going on top of that, after losing a bad trade, I think I'm a little bit weird in the sense of I need to fix myself with this. As when I take a big loss,
Yes.
I just get off the trade, right? Don't trade for that day, but I'm still there tomorrow. I guess I can't help myself. I just I'm there. It's like new
Yes.
day, new me. Even though I maybe
Yeah.
not feel fully new, it's like, when you get
Yeah.
you're in the ring, you're fighting the market.
Yeah.
You can't just pussy out and be like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm having a weak
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
But I think that's honestly the best thing to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta still be in that ring, man. If you're a real day trader, man, or a scalper,
Yeah,
any type of trader, you're going in the next day because you love the game. So you're
yeah,
going in there, even if you take a big loss, you just can't even get off the market. Even if you don't trade, you're still gonna go back in there and look at the charts and be like,
yeah,
yeah, I know what my mistake is. I'm fixing this right now.
exactly. Yeah, that could be maybe my downfall. Because maybe the best thing to do is to fight another time. Just walk away and just
Pick your battles.
exactly. But right now, have I learned that? No. So I shall keep hopping in the ring every single day until I learn that what, walking away for a minute is not bad.
He's learning the hard way. That's what
Yes,
route he's taking.
yes, indeed. So how do you stop one loss from turning into five?
Hmm,
I think you did mention
that's
this
a
in
hard
terms.
one to say.
I think you kind of did
Um,
mention this from you saying you turned off your computer, but that's in relation to a
yes.
bad trade.
That kind of goes in the same alleyway, I guess you could say.
Mm,
Uh, Usually for losing, usually kind of get off the market as much as possible. No reason to be on there because you're just going to make more mistakes. If you make one mistake, I don't want to say losing is a mistake. Losing is a learning opportunity for you, and trading provides constant learning to anybody that's trading. So you're constantly learning, no matter if you're winning or losing. But if you do lose, probably the best thing is to get off the charts, relax, make sure you're calm, not stressed out, and you're not going back in there an hour or two later and trying to, you know,
mm,
try to get another trade in.
yeah.
Because if you lose a second time in the day, it's going to make you feel worse than you were before.
No, indeed. And if you lose a third time, you're just an idiot at that point. You're just an idiot.
Yeah,
So,
fool me once.
yeah, that ass. Okay,
How that
cool.
quote goes.
No, exactly how that's said. So, what lies do traders tell themselves when they're undisciplined? Or
Undisciplined.
yes.
Well, I'm trying to think about this one because I definitely have lied to myself before.
Mm,
Probably. Probably, I don't know. I said a lot of shit to myself. I lied to myself a lot.
I think
um,
it's like,
uh, nah,
prob-
probably it's not. It's okay. It's just the day. The market's just the market's not okay. It's the market's fault. That's
mm,
practically probably my lie.
yeah,
In reality, I'm in the wrong.
I'd say something with me is
Yeah,
what would I say actually? I'll say some bullshit like, nah, I still got this. Like, I just need two more
yeah,
trades. Like, so it didn't go sell? Okay, I'm gonna take a bite and let's see what happens. I'm just gonna do some
oh,
stupid shit. I'm not even trading
yeah,
anymore. I'm just seeing what happens. And it's just
yeah,
addiction. It's just at your area, right? It does not match your bias at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
It's against it. It's not for you, but it's at your area. You
Hell
can't help
yeah.
it. So you're just like, nah, fuck it. Fuck it. But
Fuck this shit.
yeah,
Hold on, shit, hold on. I'm selling? Oh, I got out? Nah, I gotta be a buy now.
exactly. Like
eventually, eventually it'll be a buy if I keep buying.
exactly, It's crazy. Then you kind of get to a
you
point. It
know,
depends on how fucked up you are and how far you are. Like when let's just say your account is like 90% in drawdown, or funded account, you only have like
yeah.
0.5% left, or whatever. You just full send it at that
You got,
point. You don't even
you
give
got
a
the
fuck.
final countdown playing in the background, 90% down. You're like, come on, man. I just lost, but I think it could be a buy right now. It took a sell, but it could be buy.
Nah,
And boom, there goes your
bro,
account.
bro. And it's specifically those hard days when for some reason you emotionally feel like you can't
yeah.
leave, but you have to leave. Those are that fuck my mind
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
I have to leave, but I kind of want to go. But fuck, I want to stay, man.
yeah. No,
You just stay in there.
definitely. Okay, in this case, like advice people don't want
Yes.
but need. If you could speak
Um,
to yourself in your first 6 months, what would you say?
Advice people need, but they don't want to hear. Let's see. I personally think the advice is, oh, trading's not that hard, but no, it is. It's very hard. It's people think it's a walk in the park, but the people think with these videos on Instagram and all these people that's saying, yeah, no, it's easy. Just listen to my strategy. But you got your emotions. You don't know your emotions. You don't have your emotions in check. Is the very hard part. Thinking it's a walk in the park type of trade, but no, if that makes sense.
Hmm. No, I get you. And you could also, would you say you would also tell yourself within like the first 6 months that it's going to take longer than what you think it could take?
Yeah,
Or,
so if I was where I am right now and told myself when I started training 6 months, it's going to take way longer than you think. It's not a get rich fast game. It's the long game you're playing,
mm,
and I didn't know that when I started the 6 months. I thought I was going to be walking the park. Next thing you know, I'll be a millionaire like these TikTok or Instagram people with the Lamborghinis
mm,
and the bitches and the fucking expensive wall call and the sign of the chicks holding the sign in the bars.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it's a long game.
Fair enough, though. Fair enough. I thought the exact same thing. I was just like, nah, 6 months from now, I'm fucking driving a Lambo, like dead ass.
Yeah.
6 months later,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
literally barely moved. I'm just like, nah, I feel like a dick.
Yeah.
But okay,
Still in the same place.
yeah, it's painful when you
beat
realize
a
that.
beat a Ford Focus here.
Yeah. But okay, in terms of this, what's the fastest way for a new trader to blow an account? Well,
Double trading, I would say. Double trading, trading twice in a day is the fastest way to blow up. Because you make one trade in a day, or even making one trade in a day, and you're very confident that day, and you make another trade and you lose, and you're like, oh man, I definitely can make this back and break even, and you lose again. Three trades in a day,
so would you
boom.
say revenge trading is more so something that
Yes,
is your demise? Not necessarily trading twice a day, but revenge trading itself. Or would you say
yeah,
it's
that's
twice
the
a day?
word I was exactly looking for. The
Okay.
revenge trading is probably the your demise there. He'll make you think. He'll make you think about your life about 5 times.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. No, and it's an endless cycle of doom. When you're on the third trade, you're practically off the cliff anyway. You might as well just keep going. But anyway, what's one habit that if fixed, would improve 80% of traders instantly?
Improve 80%. Listen to your strategy. I would think fully like it's fully relying on your strategy and nothing else would probably be the best like fix for 80% of people, maybe for 100% of people, maybe just listening to your strategy and that's it. Nothing else, no emotions, anything. Put your emotions on the fucking backseat of your toilet where you take a shit. Pretend that doesn't exist. Just
Mm.
use your strategy.
Okay, yeah, okay. And in terms of that, who should not be trading in terms of just everyone that exists right now, in terms of
Who
not
should not be
just
trading?
18
Trading.
year olds, 30-year-olds, women,
I
males.
honestly think. I honestly think if you can trade, anybody can trade,
Mm,
or like anybody in the world can trade if you have the passion. But if you don't have the passion, you're only there for the money. Don't even trade. Don't even bother. Don't even bother looking at the chart because you're just gonna think about money, money, money. You looking at Instagram and scrolling and looking at all these influencers, Lamborghinis, and all that. And you want to get rich quick, so you pick up. You have so many, yeah, drop ship and all that thing, and you're like, you look at the arsenal, and you're like, oh, day trading is pretty cool. Pick that. No, if you're in there for the money, get out. I think. Like, let's be honest. Both of us is probably in for the money as well, but we're not. We have a passion to do it.
we
We want to do
transitioned.
this for a life.
Mm,
Yes, we want to do this for life, and we're here for the thrill of the trading,
mm,
and somewhat we're here for the money as well as an extra product of the trading.
the byproduct, yeah. So you're saying from this, it's the fact is that if your whole goal is to make money quick, you definitely should not be trading because it's practically you're just gambling. As for making money long term, or just
Yes,
wanting to make money, but you're willing to stick in for the ride and kind of learn everything trading has, is you're more so fit.
yes. Like if you want to get rich. I don't get holy man. If you want to get rich fast, just go to the casino. If you're just there for the money. Just, you probably have a better chance at the casino than trading,
Yeah,
man. I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to say that's the wildest words of wisdom I've heard in my life. You want to get rich fast, just go to the casino.
Orange Bass hit the slots, hit
Yeah.
that thing a couple times, and maybe you'll get rich. I don't know, man, but definitely, if you want to get rich fast, trading is not it. It's the long game, and
Mm,
it takes years, takes experience, and that's how it goes, man. If you're in it for the game and you love the trading, go for it. But if you're there just to get rich and you want to be a fake entrepreneur, I don't know, just go to the casino.
mm. Okay, okay.
That
Now,
might that might be a shot at a couple of people, but it is reality.
I mean, everyone's gonna learn someday. So, but last three
Yes.
questions to finish this off. What keeps you going now, even after the excitement wears off?
What keeps me going is the excitement. I think the excitement's gone from me already. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just the passion of doing it and having the time in my life and be able to do whatever I want with this time. So I'm exchanging. How to explain this? Instead of working a 9 to 5 job, I'm exchanging that time to myself. So I'm not wasting my time working a 9 to 5 job under somebody. But here I am for the full week, full month, maybe I can enjoy my whole life and I actually have those hours to me
Mm,
and I'm rich in time, if that makes sense.
mm,
I'm rich in time. And I make money whenever I want, really. Not really whenever you want. The market will bend you
mm.
over, slap you on the ass sometimes.
But you
But
get
I
to
want to stay rich in
choose.
time.
Yeah, I get you. So what you're saying right now is that you're rich in time, meaning you're rich in what everyone literally desires. Do you have a part of what everyone
Yes.
wants? And on top of that, you get to do what you love. And I don't know if
Yes,
anyone knows your
exactly.
age. How old are you?
I am 20 years old.
Yes.
Almost turning 21 soon.
I do want to let you guys know as well. How old is Anthony again? Is
I
Anthony?
don't know.
I think he's either 23 or he's 20. Or 22. 22, pretty sure.
He's definitely older than me.
Yeah.
I know that.
I think it's 22. Which, yeah, crazy, crazy. Okay, one more thing now. Actually, no, two more. Actually, sorry. How do you define
Okay.
success in trading today compared to when you started?
Define success in trading. I would probably say the time I have to freedom to anything like that. I'm not stuck under a boss. Don't have to listen to a boss. I do whatever I want. Like, don't get me wrong, the money is a good part as well, but mainly having the time of doing whatever I want and whenever I want is probably the most thing. Like, that was the best. I want to say is probably the best.
Okay, bet. And the last question, just to conclude everything right now, which is, if trading disappeared tomorrow, what would it have taught you about yourself?
Oh, this is a loaded question, not gonna lie. It would teach me how to control my emotions and show who I am truly. Because when you get into trading, you slowly learn about you more than you learn more about yourself than anything, to be honest, with trading, about your emotions, how your emotions work as a person. So you're learning about yourself mainly, how to control your emotions, to know when to use your emotions or when to get rid of your emotions in high tense scenarios. The most thing I learned from trading is just how to control my emotions and how to become a better person from that, I think. And just learning when you're stressed out, learning when you're not happy, learning like when you shouldn't do stuff when you're under heavy emotions. But mainly overall is just emotion discipline, I guess that would be the word for it.
Mm. Okay, beautiful. Um, there we go. Yeah, that's practically the end right now, Rayden. And
You
absolutely
don't
everyone listening right now, and everyone to listen to in the future to come. This is some bars here. This is some wisdom of 5 years trading. You know his journey. There's definitely more of this to come. There'll probably be a later interview, maybe later next year, closer to the end, maybe mid-year, just to see what's happening. Same with Anthony Sanchez, and we still got like 3, 4 other more interviewers to go.
Yes, yes, he has more interviews coming up for you
For
guys.
sure. This, you could say it's
More
episode two.
wisdom.
Yeah, you could
Episode 2.
episode
I'm
two.
excited. I'm glad to be the second guy on here.
Yeah. All right, then I appreciate you for being here as well, because you just gave the audience
Yes.
great entertainment, great story, and some great wisdom for them to continue on.
I do want to put one more thing in there too. I mainly do forex. I know the Anthony dude does
Futures.
futures. So you're looking in two different worlds as well. You're looking at Anthony's world in futures, and that could be completely different to forex. And I don't know if Anachi has any other people here that are in different fields of certain tradings, like options or anything like that. But I'm mainly a forex trader of foreign exchange, and you got Anthony that's in futures. So maybe on the upcoming people he brings on here might be a different person from maybe like options or maybe another futures guy or maybe another forex guy.
Mm.
They have different experiences from me and probably Anthony.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I will say that mostly, since I'm in the forex industry, probably going to be around mostly just forex traders, like everyone, like Jonas, um, Zach, Sahib. I think Sahib may be a futures trader, but Zach
Yeah,
is a forex trader. Yeah,
yeah.
forex trader, and Jonas is a forex trader. So practically the next few couple of interviewees, I guess I don't know if that's what you call it. They are just forex traders, and they got obviously a lot more information to come, guys. But yeah, that's really it. And how long has it been going for? 43 minutes. Fucking beautiful. This is
43. I
great.
think this is your longest interview compared to Anthony's.
Potentially, actually, I don't know how long I did with. I think. Oh, let me
I,
see.
I looked it up. It was like 24 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean that shows a lot. Anyway, with this, guys, the battle never stops. We'll definitely catch you next year. I say next year, but I'm probably going to be live streaming tomorrow. So
New Year's!
for sure. With that being the case, you'll have a great New Year's. Even though we still have like what? We still have like 11 more days left. But point is, you'll have a great Christmas, great New Year's if I'm not here live streaming on that day. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe
Hit that like button. If you ain't hitting that subscribe, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
for sure. We ain't gonna stop till we get to the top.
He's
Peace.
gonna he's gonna show you how to trade, man. Or you're gonna join his journey. One of the two. I don't know which one.
For real. Join my journey, y'all. Also, in the description, traders community. It's practically a Discord community, completely free. For the time
Am I
being
in
as
that
well.
one?
And it's not really active. I'm gonna be real. No, not much activity at all. But
Oh,
if you
I
just
am
want
in
to
that
chat to
one.
people who are ambitious, I'm assuming that's the reason why they joined. Or if you want to chat with me there, just hit me a message through Traders headquarters, and I can chat to you there. Besides that, y'all, you have a good day. Stay safe. I'll see you at the top.